Alright, what's up, everybody? I'm about to tell the whole world how to make real money doing Uber and Lyft because all y'all that are driving are making so much less than you can be. I'm telling you. And for those that ain't driving, you might start because it is. For real, for real. Like, let me tell you. So, first of all, you have to have the entrepreneurial mindset. You gotta think to yourself, I can't let other people dictate my income. Because those other people don't care about you more than you do. So they're going to pay you less than you want to make, and you know the rest of the story. So the way you make real money doing Uber and Lyft is when the rider gets in your car, you offer them a 20% discount. Now, how does that work? I'm going to show you. So this is it. So you have them cancel the ride for 20% off, and you calculate. You pull out your phone, you pull the calculator, you ask them how much is Uber or Lyft trying to charge you for this ride, and it's on the app. They can find it. If they really want to say 20%, they're gonna look at it for you, and they're gonna tell you, oh, it's $13, oh, it's $24, or whatever. So you would put that in your calculator. So you do 24. You know what? I'm gonna give you a better example. An airport ride sometimes costs $100. So if they tell you $100, you're gonna put $100 in your calculator and do 100 times 0.8. That's 80% of what they're charging, which is $80. Now, you have to take into account the cancellation fee, which is always $5 usually. So what you do is you do 100 times 0.8 minus 5 to account for the $5 cancellation fee. And the cancellation fee comes to you through the app. But you want to subtract it so the rider knows that, it's a fair deal. You ain't trying to get over on them. And you really just give them 20% off. And you ain't trying to, finesse them, whatever. So anyways, you need to have a Square card swiper, Venmo, Cash App, or cash change. They have cash. So you'll tell them to cancel and pay you whatever way they can. So that's how it works. Now, that's all the logistics of it. But now you need to be a salesperson. You need to have the delivery of making these deals. So the way it works best that I've noticed is you have to be really friendly. I mean, you have to be a salesperson. So as soon as you pull up to the house or the bar or the airport, wherever you at, you want to greet them by name. Roll down your window on whichever side that they're on and say, hey, Cindy, or hey, Mark, you know what I'm saying? And offer them the front seat, the passenger seat. Because that shows that you real friendly and you know what I'm saying, you really, really social, and that's always good, especially when it comes to sales. So anyway, sometimes they'll take the front seat, sometimes they won't. I mean, you offered it, that's good either way, but don't ever make it seem like they have to take the front seat or the back seat. Anyways, when they get in your car, say, hey, how's your day going, whatnot? And they'll say, hey, mine's good, how about you? Whatever. And then you throw it at them, hey, do you want to save 20% on this ride? And realize, when you drive, and sometimes you're in a bad spot to just sit still and talk about this. So you want to make sure that you park in a spot and put on your hazards where you can sit still and talk to the person and make the deal. Because you don't want to be in the middle of the street. It ain't going to work out well. So you can pick them up and go somewhere else, close, and put on hazards on the side of the street and make the deal there or whatnot. But yeah, just make sure you're in a good spot to do this. So be friendly. And don't worry if they're in a group of 4 or 5 people. It don't matter. Figure out who's Cindy, who's Mark. sometimes it works by saying, "Hey, Cindy." I mean, you might know who it is, but you say their name and tell them what the deal is. They're like, "Yeah, yeah, what's up? That's me." Like, what do you mean? Like, people are really interested in this. You might be surprised. So, yeah. Then the way you deliver this is you have to be very fluent in what you're saying. Like, you have to understand the ins and outs of it. You can't be fumbling over your words and like be like, you have to have an answer for every question they have, or they're not gonna trust you. You have to know the system in and out. So, also have eye contact. You need to have eye contact when you're talking to these people, because that gives trust automatically. You can't look at me when you're talking. You're just sharing something else. I ain't gonna want to hear it either. Like, you ain't looking at me, so why are you talking to me? You know what I mean? So, where that means turn around your seat, I do it all, bro, because it's about money. I'm trying to get paid what I should be getting paid. Okay, this is how it works. So, you offer them 20% off. They say, well, yeah, I want that. How do I get that? You say, hey, I'll show you. Tell me what they're charging you on the app. And they'll tell you the amount. And for example, if it's $100, you pull out your calculator. You put that in the app. $100 times 0.8 minus 5 for the cancellation fee. And that fee comes to you through the app. So the remainder is $75. They owe you $75. Cash, Venmo, Cash App, or card swiper. Like I said, get a Square card swiper. That'll do it for you. And then you need to use Google Maps to take them where they're going, because you don't know where they're going, but they can give you the address. All right, so here's some tips and tricks to make more money, even though you know what I'm saying, I already make more money. This is how you make even more. So you want to use both Uber and Lyft. You want to, on Android, you can do split screen, Uber and Lyft. Be online on both of them. When one pings you, you accept that, you go offline on the other one, and you go pick them up and make the deal. So you always want to try to get airport rides, though. I mean, you can apply the filter where you only get ride requests that take you to the airport or in that direction and things like that. So those are always the most paying. But when you offer them the deal on any ride, it doesn't hurt too much because you're making more money anyways. So even if the ride is real short, like $5, $6, $7 ride, you still want to offer the deal. You do. Because the $5 cancellation fee comes to you. Now, when you do the calculation of $6.50 times 0.8 minus 5, and it says 50 cents or 60 cents, just call it zero. Don't worry about it. Don't even charge them for that. Just say cancel, and I'm gonna take you where you're going, because you get more money out of that. If it's a 4-minute ride, and you take them there through Uber or Lyft, you only get like a $2 and something cents, $2.13 or something like that. So if you have them cancel, you're getting $5 instead for those 4 minutes, not 2. So what about when people don't accept the deal? It's no big deal. Just say, oh, okay, you don't want to go through you want to go through that? That's fine. I have no problem with that. You want to make them as comfortable as possible. Don't pressure them. You know what I mean? Just guide them through the process. They want to be guided through it. But you got to make it as efficient as possible. Like, yeah, you want to lead them on through it, but don't make it seem forceful. You want to say, if they don't want to do it, you're just like, okay, it's fine. No worries. We'll go through the app, whatever's convenient for you. If they're in a rush and they can't wait, if they're late to work, just go through with it. So here's one thing that I've noticed. if you offer that deal every single time, you will get higher tips and more tips from people that don't usually tip. Even if they don't accept the deal because they realize, hey, this dude tried to give me a deal, so I'm going to give him a deal. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works. So here's some, another tip is to drive early mornings and late weekend nights. Because that's when you make the most money. Midday during the week, you don't make that much. But still, if you're doing the deal, you're gonna make a lot more than you would have. So honestly, you could get anywhere from like $11 to $24 during the week. Now, here's one tip I can give you: is when you're driving during the week, every hour or every other hour, you need to count up all the money you made through Lyft, Uber, Cash App, Venmo, Square, the Square app. Count all of it up on your calculator. You got to do your own business. Divide it by the amount of hours you worked so far. If it says $11, go home. It ain't worth it. If it says 15, it depends on your standards. I wouldn't do it. But if it says 18 or it's pushing 20, you know what? I might keep driving just because, it's not too bad. But if it says 24, 25, 28, best believe I'm out there still. You know what I mean? Kind of hard to stop driving when you're making that much money an hour. So on the weekends, though, you make so much. The most I've made on the weekend was last Friday. I made $32 an hour. I couldn't believe it. I went home, added it up. It was like 9, 10 hours of work. I went home like, wow, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it works very well. Now, after they take the deal or not, you can kind of tell if they would like to use the deal in the future or not. I'm very social, so I kind of get vibes. I know how to get things by people or get people to be interested in certain things and things like that. So you just got to find your way of realizing whether or not they want to take the deal in the future. But also, always, don't force anything on them. The thing is this: you want to tell them that you have people that take your number, because they do. People are interested in take my number to text me to get rides later. Now, what does this mean? This means you have more opportunity to make money than every other driver. That's what it means. Because if they're texting you instead of going through the app, that means all the drivers out there running around trying to get a ride ain't getting the ones that you getting because they hitting you up directly. And you ain't got to worry about the competition. And plus, you're making more than them on the ride. It's kind of funny. So yeah, you want to give them your phone number. And if you have a business card or whatnot, that's fine too. I don't have one because Uber and Lyft is not my main business. So that's not what I do mainly. So I don't have a business card for it. If they want the deal, they'll do what it takes, period. It works often enough to where I'm not worried about them doing it again because it works very, very well when you pick people up for the first time. So what you do is when you have them take your number, you let them know, hey, just send me a screenshot of what Uber or Lyft is trying to charge you. Because when you go on the app, it tells you the price for the distance you're trying to go. So when they send you that screenshot, it tells you three things, right? It tells you where they are, where they're trying to go, and how much it costs. 3 things that you need to know. Because you don't want to be sending back 10 texts. Like, have them send you a screenshot that tells you all that at once. So you know how far you are from where they are. You know what it costs. So you can take that price, apply 20%, and tell them, blah, 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 this many dollars. I'll be on my way and whatnot, and you go grab them. if they confirm that they want you to, depending on how far you are away. So you let them know how far away you are and how much that you'll charge them for the ride, and they can confirm if that's okay, you know. And if you don't want to do it, just let them know, hey, I'm not driving right now, period. Or if they too far away, tell them you're too far away. Because you don't want to be driving 20 minutes out to get a $5 ride. That doesn't make sense. You gotta really think about those kind of things. So here's some really good tricks I found out. So when you get a ride to the airport or just go to the airport because you want an airport ride, the way to skip the line, for all those people that know the line for the drivers that do Uber and Lyft, you know there's like sometimes 40 people waiting in line to get a ride at the airport. Now, it's not worth my time sitting around waiting for that. It's just not what I do. Like, that's not me. That's not where I operate. A way for you to skip the line and get paid more than everybody else is drive through the terminals and yell to the groups of people standing outside, do you want an Uber discount? 20% off Uber discount. Somebody will bite the deal, okay? They will put their luggage in your trunk, hop in your car, and say, okay, how does this work? It's that simple. Now, when this happens, you don't go through the app. You simply pull up the Uber app as if you were getting a ride, type in their location they're going to, it tells you what it would cost to get there. You apply 20% off of that and tell them, hey, demo me this, Cash App, cash, whatever, give me that amount. And bang, bang, deal done. You gone. You first in line, made more than everybody else. How can it get any better? So this is the thing. When you go to the airport, people are more receptive to take deals because they're being overcharged anyway for those airport rides. So you can then actually give them a lesser discount because they're already getting charged so much that they will take any deal they can get. So you can do a 10% and they'll be happy with that. So you kind of got to have that situation awareness of, hey, they're being charged $60. So they would be down with a 10, 15% discount. You know, if it's like a $20 ride, then 20% amount sounds more attractive than 15 or 10. But if it's a $100 ride, 5%, 10% sounds good enough for me. You know what I mean? So you kind of have that. You got to have that situation awareness where you can make more off of what's being charged already. So this is the way you do a real Uber strike. A real Uber strike. This is how you do it. Because not only are you striking, but you still getting paid and even more. Like, it's the best way to strike. If we all did this, bro, like you gonna get paid, and Uber and Lyft will adjust to pay you fairly, so you will stop doing that because they ain't getting paid like that. And they brought that upon themselves though, because they used to pay drivers fairly, but now they don't. So you gotta file shots back for your own well-being, because the CEO of Uber and Lyft, they make way too much money. They make tens of millions of dollars. At least the Uber CEO does. So just let y'all know, man. You gotta be your own businessman. You gotta be your own entrepreneur. You gotta worry about your own dollars, because if they don't, they'll take whatever they can from you. All right. With all that said, check out my business, Student Justice Union. I believe it's going to help the whole world. It's very well needed in America. Everybody knows that. Tuition is way too much. The curriculum is stupid. Like, just think about it. You know, you go to school, and we all know it costs too much. And we all think we can't do nothing about it. We can't individually, but we can collectively. That's why we all need to join this union and make a change, so we can negotiate all these things. It works just like a labor union. So the curriculum, we kind of glance over it like, you know, it's the best thing for us. Like, you know, we can't make it better. But truthfully, we all know we do not need art appreciation, volleyball, all those little dumb classes to be an engineer or a nurse. It doesn't make sense. That's just their way of making more money off of you. They're making you take all this extra stuff that you won't not need whatsoever to do a job in your field of study. That's just the facts, and we all know this. So there's things we need to change so we can go to school knowing it's worth going, because they put you in so much debt. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of people that got out of school and can't afford for the debt that they put themselves in, you know. So join the union, whether you're a student or not. Anybody can be a member, and let's make this change, man. Let's make this change, because school is not where we're going right now. It's really not.
My name is Zeke Wanganga. I'm from Nigeria.
Hello everyone, my name is Calvin and I used to be a student at UMKC.
My name is Holly Grimwood and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
I don't think the tuition cost is fair at all. It is it's up there, and it's something, it's crazy. The tuition fee is insane, and I think it should be cut down. Education is definitely valuable, but when it's that expensive, you're gonna have that doubt if I'm actually getting the money's worth that I'm paying.
No, tuition costs these days are not fair for students at all. Someone is making a lot of money. Tuition shouldn't cost that much. Especially when it's something as important as someone's education.
Pursuing those higher academic degrees have to be, bogged down by debt, and I think that was probably the future debt turned me off to the degree more than the reward of the degree itself.
It's a force for the people, where we are coming together to achieve one goal, which is help ourselves, which is helping the younger generation, because other people have these problems, but if you don't have someone who can stand up for you, you can't really talk. So I think it's a great movement for people to come out with the same goal to pursue this thing, because we all need help. We are parents, we need help. We need the tuitions down.
If all students collectively joined a union, they would have the cards in order to negotiate with the schools and for better pricing, so we're not stuck with debt and becoming a slave for money.
We the people have the power to make change. If we stop feeding into their wallets and we stop feeding into that system, they lose their income. And I think that we're making a shift, and it's a slow cultural shift, but it's good to be able to put a voice behind it and put a unified message behind it that shows this is why we're doing it. Bringing back that power of education to the masses is going to be super powerful for the long run, and it's something that's very important for the future of our next generations.